Hello, and welcome to Savickas' Theory of Career Construction. Savickas' career construction theory examines the interpretive and interpersonal processes through which individuals impose meaning and direction on their vocational behavior. Savickas believes that careers do not unfold, but they are actively constructed. Broken down, it is the process we go through to find and make meaning. Savickas identifies three views of the self that create meaning: the self as an actor, the self as an agent, and the self as an author. The self as an actor. Savickas believes this process begins in infancy, where the child is an actor, largely based on family, cultural discourse, and role models. The individual will start acting their perceived and expected social roles. Following the self as an actor is the self as an agent. The self as agent emerges as children mature and engage in self-regulating behaviors. It is the process an individual goes through of setting and seeking goals. Savickas said that one's sense of agency is activated by the need to adapt to three different situations. The three situations are planning to enter the workforce at a young age, transitioning into the workforce, and work-related trauma. Adaptations is dependent on an individual's readiness, resources, and responses and results.
Next is self as an author, which emerges in late adolescence because society expects individuals at this age to begin to construct their unique identity. This involves the integration of the actor and agent, where an individual takes an active role in constructing and making meaning through their life story. Savickas refers to these stories as our identity narrative.
Savickas reconceptualizes career interventions and gives three types of career services offered by career counselors. The first service is vocational guidance, the next one is career education, and the last career service is referred to as career counseling. The first service is vocational guidance. This approach focuses on clients as actors characterized by their traits. This approach is used when there is a need to match individuals with occupations based on their interests and availabilities. The next service is career education, which focuses on the self as an agent, characterized by their degree of readiness to engage in developmental tasks appropriate to their life stage. Career education is used to help people implement new attitudes, beliefs, and competencies to better understand and further their career development. The last career service is referred to as career counseling, where the client is viewed as an author characterized by their life stories. Savickas frames counseling for career construction within the paradigm of life designing. Up next, we will discuss the application of Savickas' career construction approach to counseling.
According to Savickas, the career story interview begins much as any initial counseling session would. The counselor will ask the client to articulate and elaborate what he or she is seeking from the counseling experience. This initial stage for career construction is called the construction stage and involves reviewing clients' goals in the career story interview. Throughout the career story interview, the counselor will ask 5 key questions to help better understand a client's narrative identity. The questions address topics of role models, magazines, favorite stories, mottos, and early recollections.
The next stage of Savickas counseling for career construction is the deconstruction stage, where counselors assist clients in questioning potential cultural scripts that limit the client. Next is the reconstruction stage, which involves the counselor assessing the information gathered during the career story interview. This information includes revisiting the client's goals, preoccupations, early recollections, and role models, as well as reviewing occupational settings of interest, life mottos, and adopted scripts. The next stage is co-construction, where the counselor presents the previous information into a life portrait. Together, the client and counselor review and apply the life portrait to the client's life. The client then develops a success statement, which clarifies the occupational and educational direction. And lastly, the action stage, where the client explores activities, makes tentative decisions, and commits to a way of addressing their career problems. The stage ends with the client implementing the newly authored macro-narrative. The entire counseling process ends with revisiting the client's goals and asking if the counselor was able to be of use to the client. The following resources provide more information regarding Savickas career construction theory. Thanks for watching.
Created using Powtoon.